the rim like this, sometimes you'll see ball fakes, but instead he was trying to get control of the ball because he had lost, momentarily. Got it with both hands, finished it strong.
Struggled with his shot the first couple of ball games and holding on to the ball, but he was so terrific down in the bubble. And the Clippers are hoping he can regain that form, albeit it seems like off the bench. As Joe Ingles will inbound for the Jazz. We are tied at 17. Bogdanovich takes his seat. 4.5 to play in this first quarter. Gobert out of his natural habitat, but does set a screen for Mitchell. Mitchell draws a crowd and gives it to Clarkson. A nice boost off the bench for Utah. Great defense there by Luke Kennard, and he forces the turnover.
Excellent defense, and I enjoyed hearing the comments from the players about how the defense has been simplified. It's different than last year's defense. It's easier for them to pick up on, a little more simple.
When you talk to coaches, sometimes it's not about the complexity of the plan, it's the buy-in from the players.
Exactly.
Here is Kennard. Late in the clock, going to have to create something. Zoo, is he aware of the clock? No. And a turnover against the Clippers goes back to Utah tied at 17.
And that's a recognition thing for Luke. Understanding that you threw the ball to your big man who was off the block, and he had 2.5 seconds to go on the 24-second clock. You can create better than he can from there.
Mitchell surrounded by defenders, hoists it up anyway. And those big mitts of Kawhi Leonard with the rebound, but throws it into the hands of Joe Ingles, who steps into the rhythmic three. One of the league leaders in early transition three-point shots, and he hit him with a high clip for sure last year. Jackson to Zubac, challenges Gobert and loses that challenge. 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Man tries to fight over a Gobert screen. A whistle and a foul.
Here's the anchor to the defense. Zoo going up with those long fingers and arms. Get a piece of it. Possession.
For the Jazz. We are tied at 17. Bogdanovich takes his seat. 4.5 to play in this first quarter.
Piece of it. Possession, Utah.
Got a break in the action. We're tied at 17. 3:21 to play in the first quarter.
This is an extremely tough challenge that Canelo is taking on.
Canelo Smith, Saturday, December 19th, live on DAZN. Download the DAZN app.
Hey, Hannah here. Let's see how top-tier gas from ARCO optimizes fuel economy. Here's your engine humming along as usual, but ARCO gas improves
or get 0% APR for 60 months. Only at your SoCal Hyundai dealer.
Paul George curling catch.
Welcome back, everybody, inside Staples Center as we're nearing the end of the first quarter. We have a tie game at 17 points. Pat Beverly leading all scorers right now with 8 points. But we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Kawhi Leonard was a guest on Jimmy Kimmel last night. And I'll tell you what, the fun guy was in full effect. Here's a look at his New Balance Christmas shoe. Well, Jimmy Kimmel said, well, those seem like Hanukkah colors, not Christmas colors. And Kawhi had a great answer, you guys. He said, well, it's inspired by the snow wasset. That was the creature you saw on the right. The snow wasset is a mythical creature. It sheds its legs as it burrows through the ice and then ambushes its prey. So the colors have an icy kind of wintry